my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
All right, man. What's good, man? It's been a long time fucking coming. We've been trying to get you on for a minute, and you know the universe is wild sometimes. Like shit moves fast. But I'm John D. I remember, you met me at that show and whatnot. And we got Walko here. It's gonna just be us two, man. But yeah, man. For when we get the listeners listening and all that good shit, man. Introduce yourself.
Yo, you already know it's Rome Streetz in the building.
Yes, sir. Fucking green check veteran on our page, man. Green check veteran.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You actually, it's crazy because I got put onto you when we did that first review because of one of my homeboys who's strange enough, his name is Rome. And he was like, yo, you got to fuck with Rome Streetz. And I'm like, where? And he was just like, yeah, Long Island, this. And I was like, no way. I'm like, he's like, New York shit. I'm like, no. I'm like, all right, nobody's rapping like this anymore. And I remember bumping it and I was like, oh shit. We got the review page just for this type of music. And the shit worked out, man. And I honestly been a fan since. And you have yet to let us down, which is rare because we get let down by a lot of rappers on the regular.
Yes.
But yeah, man. So let's dive right into it. So we don't do things very conventional. We're not gonna ask any weird fucking like DJ Vlad type questions and shit like that. We just like to talk hip hop. We like to keep it very straightforward. We like to talk music and whatnot. But I do have to make a statement before kicking into anything. That track on West Side Gun's new project is not his track no more. It's not his no more. It's not his no more.
It's a rap.
Yeah, I was like, God damn.
I'm glad I made my mark.
Yo, when I first and foremost, when I saw the name pulling up the list, I was like, oh man, let's go. Cause we talked about it. We was waiting for it. We're like, all right, we want to see you go after, get after those cats who are, they got that good shine right now. And it's like, this is who people are like, yo, these dudes are killing it right now. And I was like, yo, we know some killers that may not be in everyone's eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I wasn't even let down. I was like, it's his song. It's his song now. And the fucking verse gave me PTSD because I remember the first time I took 5 acid tabs by accident. Yeah, 5 drops too. I had like vials and I went to a prom.
No.
Yeah, I fucked up.
You met the devil that night.
Yo, I went to a prom and my dumb ass was so shook because I knew I fucked up. I was like, all right, I need to counteract this. So I took an extended release Adderall. I ain't sleep for like 3 days.
Oh, man.
No, what the fuck?
It was rough. It was rough, but that verse gave me PTSD. I'm like, oh, okay. But yo, I was like, yo, it's about fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you got the closing track. Like, come on, this is your track. You got the last track on there. That's how we're gonna end it. Fire. Not even mad at that, man.
I didn't even know it was gonna be the last track.
Huh?
Man. Like, I didn't even know it was gonna be the last track.
That's how you close out a project too, or with some evil shit.
Like,
They probably
dope.
Yeah.
They probably finished mixing it and they were like, this is it.
The funny thing is, like, I know when I did it, I just like had this thought in my head, like, yo, when people see this, they're gonna go nuts.
Yo.
Like, before they even hear it, just the fact that they saw my name on the track list,
Yep.
I think it's Photoshop.
Yo. It was crazy because I pulled it up and my homeboy who you met me with, my homeboy Mark, he texted me that day. Like, bro, with like a bunch of the vomit emojis, like disgusting. I'm like, what I miss? And he's like, bro, go look at the track list. And I was like, no way. So I went to the track and I was like, oh man, I was hyped. I was like, all right. I'm like, let's listen to it. And I texted him back. I'm like, bro, it should say featuring West Side Gun. Like, it's his song now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but that's that real, yo, it's good to see the Griselda movement fire. And it's good to see that like people are, that real rap, can hit that point.
It's
too.
coming
They're
back.
big. Like them niggas was at they were at a fashion shit with Rihanna and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit is a good look, like to be on that. So it's like, yo, salute to that, man. You've been fucking working, bro. We seen you doing the fucking rapping on the interviews and just coming up, and it's like rightfully so. We've been trying to tell every single human that we come in contact with. And it's like everybody should do the same. Like that shit is evil, bro. And you haven't given. I don't even think you've gotten anything from us like under a 8, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like
up, man.
which is a feat.
Yo, I appreciate y'all reviews too because they're honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, a lot of people won't give their complete honest opinions because, like, I just know, bro. Trust me. If I wasn't a rapper, I'd be doing fucking hip hop reviews because, like, trust me, I got a lot of shit to say, but you know I can't. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy because like
involved with that, but you know, like, I'm just happy that people is gravitating to the music because at the end of the day, it's a fucking grind. Like, some people probably are just hearing me for the first time on this West Side Gun shit. Like, oh, wrong Streetz. He came out of nowhere. Like, yo, bro,
You've been here.
Fucking grinding, like, for real, like, for a while, just, you know, and you can't really skip steps. You get what I'm saying? Like,
there's no shortcuts.
An experience from it, and I just like been big on, like, you know, in due time. Like, if I just work, if I just do this shit as hard as I could do it, you know what I'm saying, and grind and just make sure I just spit some fire all the time, like, everything is gonna come. You get what I'm saying? All of this shit that's happening now, like, I knew it was gonna happen if I just kept going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I just seen it level up from, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, once I first really started getting some traction with it, you know what I mean? I'm here. And then I started working with these motherfuckers, and these motherfuckers, and these motherfuckers. And then I just meet people who, you know what I mean, artists who I looked up to or just who I admire their shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been out before me or whatever. And I'm like, yo, introduce myself. And they're like, yo, I know who you are. I'm like, they're like, hell yeah. So like, that shit was just dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the West Side Gun shit, how that shit came about. Like, I remember, like, I met him, like, just like probably twice before, just like on some random shit at shows, you know what I'm saying? Just like on some, you know, I fuck with your shit, on some fan shit, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was like, you know, doing my thing. And then like one night, we was at like one of like my homie shit throws parties, you know what I'm saying? Like my manager shit, this nigga used to throw like parties in the city. So then we just there outside smoking. And this nigga Westside Gun just pulled up, and then he just told me like, "Yo, what's good, my nigga?" Da 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 da. He's like, "Yo, your shit is cracked, son. I already know. Like, you doing your thing." So we there just chopping it up, and motherfuckers are just pulling up like, "Oh shit!" Like, don't be the Westside Gun. Like, them niggas bugging the fuck out. Like, everybody's like, "Oh, I gotta do something."
They know.
Well, no, they see the connection.
Yo, this was a year ago. You understand? This was like a year ago, and then you know, niggas like, yo, y'all gotta do a song. And I'm like, yo, in due time, I ain't even chasing it. Like, he know who I am. Like, I was literally just standing outside smoking with my friend. And then this nigga just appeared out of nowhere. Just like, walked right up on me. Like, yo, what's good, my nigga? And everybody looking, what the fuck? Like, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what I mean? Chopping it up. But I just knew, like, if I kept on doing my thing, it was just gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
eventually realized, because it's like just for just how I see how this underground rap shit is going. Like, you got like niggas like Griselda and Rock Marciano, they at the top of this shit. Yeah. But then, like, after a while, it's like, who else is you gonna talk about? Like, eventually, like, one of these motherfuckers is gonna notice me. Like, okay, yo, this nigga on the streets doing shit. Like, so I knew that was gonna come. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like force it. I never even asked him when I was telling him like, yo, we gotta do a song and shit. Like, You know what I mean?
Organic.
Yeah, organic. That's how I like things to happen, and that's how everything that's been happening is happening for me, just organically. So.
Yeah, and that's fire, because that's, I mean, it's crazy to say it, but like now times with the music is rare, because like motherfuckers is paying to get on, you know what I'm saying? A lot of clout chasing.
That payola shit is crazy.
Yo,
now,
payola's fucked up. Change people's lives.
It's not easy though. Like, you know, one thing I'm talking to one of my homies and shit, is like, yo, people think now that this type of rap shit, like, it's popular in a certain way. It's more popular than it was last year, 2 years ago. 3 years. You understand what I'm saying? Today, more people is taking notice what the fuck is going on. So it's like everybody trying to get in. Or every rapper is like, it's not that easy to get in this shit. You gotta come in. You gotta put your fucking work in.
Yeah.
Gotta commit.
Trust me.
Yeah, and you gotta be nice.
That's the other thing.
You gotta be nice.
Like, this isn't the like the the genre of hip hop where you could get by on your beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, that other shit is like, okay, you gotta
or a gimmick.
shit, and people like it. Like, no, you have to be fucking dope.
Yep.
Or else it's a rap. Like,
yeah.
Shit on.
It's that good gauntlet, like old, like the real old school gauntlet type like shit, and that like that's the shit that we love, and like I've always been a fan of that shit. Like I've always hunted that shit down. I try to, I listen all that I could, and I was like, yo, when I wanted to start the review page, I'm like, this is the perfect area to get that shit out, and like sure enough, I found honestly my top like underground cats now is you, Riggs, and Napoleon the Legend, and I'm like, I can't see no one mainstream. Yeah, I can't see no one mainstream or even underground coming close to y'all. Like y'all work ethic, but also y'all are fucking nice. Like y'all rap. Like every time I listen to something by y'all, I sit at home in the dark, like ready to write. Like I'm trying to write the best shit, because y'all get me just like, yo, y'all bring us hope. You know what I'm saying? That people can still fucking rap.
The new Three Kings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And there's more. There's other dudes that can put you on to.
Oh, there's a lot of
we all about it. Put us on, because that's like one of the main things. We want to show that real music is here. Fire rappers are still here, because people think because the mainstream's only pushing out some simple, Dr. Seuss catchy pop shit, that like penmanship is dying, and it's like, no, that shit is thriving. That shit is out here. You just gotta look for it.
We're cynics too, though. So like whenever we listen to a new rapper, we immediately, like, off rip, we're like, this is gonna be trash. So we get excited when we're like,
facts. So we get shocked.
I know a lot of people, like, even just people that are on my feature list, like on my albums and shit. Them up. All of them got shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I do.
Yeah, we dove into this. Honestly, I found Riggs, and he had my favorite out, that fucking Roach Gutter Slums, off of your page. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, what the fuck is this out? I don't think I've ran into someone since I've listened to that without recommending that album to them. Because I'm like, this shit, I'm 15 years old listening to this shit. Like, this is mixtape Johnny, like listening to Cassidy and all that shit. Like, this is my dream album, bro. I'm like, yo. And that shit is
the modern day golden era.
Yeah.
Like how you had like cats like, Big L, where you had niggas like Jada Kiss and them when it was coming up, or that mixtape shit was just nothing but fire. Like, this was going on right now.
This is the perfect like evolution. This is where it was supposed to go once that, the golden era like started to evolve. This is the evolution. Like, this is where it's at.
We're all students of that. I could say, like, me personally, and I know just like all my peers and shit, like, we came up listening to all that shit because we like roughly around the same age. So we all came up in that time. Yeah. And then it's like, then the rap started getting trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just do what we do to preserve that. It's like, this the rap we like, nobody else is doing it, so I gotta do it. But then it's like, you find others that is like-minded. So we all just, correspond. We all make sure we do songs together and pump each other's shit, because, you know what I'm saying? It's growing. Like, now our shit be playing on Hot 97 and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Through the radios, and, you know what I'm saying? It was like, outside looking in. That's why I said that's one of my songs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
and they knew, honestly, and you could tell, like, everybody knew it too. Like, real hip hoppers knew that, like, there's only so much of the under the table money that DJs are gonna take, to play like the popular stuff. Like, they, especially when it's that late night, how you get when the late night DJs kick in and they're like, all right, we heard the same song all fucking day. Let's play some new shit. Like, it's gonna get there. Yeah, like, it's gonna get there. Like, there's only so much you can handle of the new age, and it's like we like some of the new age too, but like, come on, bro, we want motherfuckers to impress. Like, we want to be impressed too, Like, we don't want to just give our money to anybody. Yeah.
Balance.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is dope. Like, the way you guys do it, y'all have like a old school feel, but it still feels new. You know what I'm saying? It still feels modern. Yeah. But y'all do shit that like a lot of cats don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Like, y'all fuck with internal rhymes and schemes and all that complex shit that make it sound easy. Like, that shit is not easy.
And it's when you've been doing it for a while, but it's like with this writing shit, it's like you jump in the chambers. Like, sometimes I'll be making shit and then I just find like a pocket within the rhyme that I never really hit before. So it's like, okay, now I got a whole new chamber to just flip. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting. It's fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm the one person that's always trying to be better. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like my own worst critic. Like the rhymes that I'll probably just make that I'll be like, nah, this ain't it. You know what I mean? Or just while I'm writing, I'll probably say a line and I'll be like, nah, that ain't it. And then somebody who's there be like, what, that's just hard. Like, nah.
Hey,
that's how you gotta be. You can't be out here.
Treasure.
Yeah, you can't be out here just letting off. Yo, that's another thing. We don't fuck with like the whole like. You need that. If you're not your hardest critic, you need a team that's gonna be like that too. You know what I'm saying?
You could be confident, but there's a line.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to understand that, you know, sometimes this shit could be better.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with wanting to just be better.
Well, you know, it's crazy because like I make an album or whatever, like all the songs to be like I like all of them because I'm the type of person like if I don't like a song on a certain level, if it doesn't hit me on a certain level of where my emotions is at when I like music,
you trash it.
I won't put it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All the songs that I be like, okay, this is going public. You know what I'm saying? I feel strongly about all of them. But then there's levels to how I feel about all, you know what I mean? Like once I have these are all my favorite, some will be like, oh, this is my favorite more than this one.
Yeah.
But then when I put the album out, songs that I feel like, yo, people don't gravitate to this. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I went crazy on this. Like, this song right here is dope, but watch people gravitate to this. They'll gravitate to the song that, like...
You didn't even expect.
Think. The one, you know, like, because I know, like, everybody listens to bars, you know what I'm saying? And just, right, so maybe I went crazy on this, but I probably didn't go as crazy. So I'm like, shit, maybe I could have went crazier. And that'll be the song everybody's like, yo, I love that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know I'm a very hard critic, but it's like, it works. Yeah. The song I criticize the most and be like, I could have did better. That's the shit that people love.
Yeah, because you just ironed as much out as you could.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I actually, so my favorite project that you put out is Street Pharmacy. And I love that project. Like that project to me is like that's my 10 out of 10. I'm like, and when I show people, like, you know, I always show people, I'm like, nah, he's nice. So if that's my go-to, so I usually show them the intro track or my favorite track you did is the Evolinita, and I'm like, that is my jam. And a lot of cats don't catch that.
Yeah,
like, Love and Hate.
Love and Hate.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And that song is that's my favorite track like that you ever put. I'm like, that is a double diamond, like that's my shit. And I like show people, and some cats are like, oh yeah, he make way harder songs, and I'm like, you know what, but it's just to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everybody's got different flavors.
Yeah, like that song is like, it's probably one of your more calm, but it's like melodic. It's got, you know, you got the very straight to the point hook, but it's got levels to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like a simple song. And that shit hit when I first heard it. I probably ran it back a billion times. I'm like, all right, this is it. And when I show people, you know, I'll show them some of that, and they're like, oh, and then I'll be like, all right, let's just go to Noise Candy 3. You know, like, let's go to.
Yo,
that's my favorite.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about those two albums? Where it's like, all right, those are people's favorite, is because I made them with like an intent. Like, okay, when I was making Street Pharmacy, that was right when I like kind of got into the underground shit. You know what I'm saying? I was always rapping before, whatever, but like I didn't know about anything that was going on with like this underground shit. So like I found like Pharma. That was when I started listening to Griselda, like, and Rock Marcy. That was probably like in the end of like 2017. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I started finding all these other rappers, you know what I'm saying? Then I got in tune with producers. So then people started finding out about me. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to do an album with Pharma. And then, like, you know, a lot of people just started, like, anticipating it. So I'm like, okay, this has to be, like, all right, this is, like, my introduction. Yeah. So I really got to go crazy and let these motherfuckers know who I am. You get what I'm saying? Because outside of this, a lot of people in the street know me for just like, oh, yo, he's nice. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, just or just whoever come in contact with me and know about me rapping, they already know what time it is. But like the internet and like just those type of fans, they didn't know. So I had to, with that, like I made that with the intent to show motherfuckers like, okay, you may not know now, but it ain't gonna take 10 albums for you to know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I made that with that in mind. Like, I'm gonna do something creative and, you know what I mean, to the point, not no scatterbrain shit.
Yeah.
Everything is coincide, you know what I'm saying? Because I listen to so many albums, I done dissected them shits to the point where it's like, I know what's a dope album. Like,
yeah, and it has that structure.
yeah,
Johnny's a big fan of structure.
I'm a huge fan. Like pacing and like when there's a mix of like story and like even just not even just the content, but if the beats also have a flow where there's a beginning and it goes to an end, like that whole thing is my that's what I'm about. I'm like, this, he worked on this and he listened to this 1,000 times to find the perfect order and put it together. I can hear that shit, you know.
Even with Noise Candy 3, right? That was the album where I just felt like, okay. The funny story behind that was like I wasn't smoking for a whole year. I wasn't smoking weed for like a whole year before that album, right? So then I had just started smoking weed again. So one of my friends was like, yo, your rhymes ain't gonna be as crazy once you start smoking weed. You're gonna get lazy. I'm like, what? Crazy? You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, watch this. Fucking crazy, bro. It don't matter if I'm smoking weed or not. Like, my shit is retarded. So it's like, I had D Pharmacy and Noise Candy 3. I made those.
You were doing the most.
I have to prove. Like, I have a point.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, the other albums is still as intense, but like, I was just like, I was more like, okay, I have to be like savage on this shit. Like, super duper extra. Probably more than I normally am. Because I gotta prove to these motherfuckers with this that this point right here. You know what I'm saying? I can understand why those are like people's favorite. And like, to go on what you said before when you was like you played Evolve Etar and people was like, yo, it's dope, but he has harder songs, right? To me, when I make songs like that, those are harder.
Harder, that's what I'm saying.
Harder, right. Like, with me, like, okay, like, I could do the drug rap and the street rap, but that's easy to me. Like, me, like, just as a writer, it's easier for me to do that. It's way more challenging for me to do something that's, like, emotional, or something that's, like...
Because that shit's raw.
You know, like a real thing. Like, when I do songs off of, like, super duper real things that have happened in my life, I feel like those aren't like the harder songs with all the metaphors and the you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all that street shit. I find that like majority of the fans that listen to that, like this type of shit, they want to hear that more than that. Like, they want to hear that all day. Whereas me as an artist, like I don't want to give you the same shit all the time.
Yeah.
I want to.
You want to show that you can do other shit.
I'm challenging myself also because I'm a fan of myself. Like, if I'm playing my albums, it's like all these songs sound the same. That's the one thing I always like. I want to escape as an artist. Like, my enemy is having that critique from somebody who listens to my shit. Like, all this nigga songs sound the same.
Yeah.
Like, all are exactly the same. That's why I won't give you 2 Noise Candies in a row. I give you a Noise Candy and then give you like an album that's about something.
Yeah.
You know? Or
like a theme,
a certain feel or cohesiveness where like Noise Candy is like sketch. If I'm an artist, Noise Candy is like my sketchbook. Yeah. But like over time, I get better at sketching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? So part 4 is like, yo, I'm great at sketching now. Like, my sketchbooks, just in my mind, it's like, okay, each sketch on the page is like a portrait in your eyes, but still sketching.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. And that shows too, like the different structure of each one. Like, you're given different. It's being an artist. You're not just a rapper. It's being an artist. Like, oh, you want bars? I got that. You want hooks? I got that. And it's versatile, and you only can just keep getting better. The more weapons you add on, and you keep polishing those weapons, you only gonna get better at them. You know what I'm saying? That shit is dope. Like, we can see it. Like, we've been watching it. You know.
Even on Noise Candy 4, like the thing was. I wasn't even trying to rap about street shit and drugs as much, or minimizing that shit. Like, yeah, there's some songs where I am talking about, but just me as a writer, like, I was not even trying to go there on a lot of the songs. Talk about something like even certain words, or just, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't trying to, because on 3 it was more about just like, it was hardcore. Street shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. We got that Noise Candy 4 on the tuck. We don't worry about it. We got that review chilling. We bumped.
I did songs like like higher self. That wasn't even about nothing street or drugs really. It was more so like some mental psychedelic.
That's the one with Estee Knack, right?
Yeah. And then I did like Toxic. That was like a, you know what I'm saying, a song that had like a cool vibe for the females, but then it was a story.
Yep.
Because like I feel like that's missing with underground shit. They don't spit stories or nothing. Or
it's just like who has the better punchlines or who has better flow.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like with me, this rap shit right now, what's going on right now is like literally it's history. Because someone from the outside looking in is looking at this shit like how I looked at it when I was listening to mixtapes and had my favorite rapper on the mixtape, and not everybody knew about him, but they go, these motherfuckers is dope.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was young, like Saigon was my favorite rapper, and nobody knew about him. But like, this will kill anybody. You get what I'm saying? Like, no one can rap better than him. All his fucking shit is fire.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like right now, that's what I'm doing from the outsider point of view. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if I never get famous or be in the industry, it's like, yo, where's my It Was Written, or you understand what I'm saying? Or your motherfucking Reasonable Doubt, or your All Eyes on Me, or something classic. So it's like, when I try to create my shit, it's like, I have all of that in the back of my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? What makes a classic album that I like? So while I'm making my shit, it's like, okay, there's a checklist. Like, okay, I got to make sure I give them this, or that, or this, or that. You know what I'm saying? And
it makes your catalog just dope. Like, you got one of those catalogs that, like, even I do that shit sometimes. I just search your name and then boom, shuffle. I don't got to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let the shit go, and I'll get something, of different variety. A lot of people you can't do that with. You could do that with some artists, and you just get party shit, and it's like, bro, am I in a mood to fucking party right now? It's just crazy. Nah, but that shit is dope. Like, even. It's just a crazy concept, like how there's levels to it. And a lot of people don't think that. When they think of underground, they don't necessarily think there's levels to it. But it's like, no, like that's the point. Like, the mainstream is just whatever the agenda, whatever's being pushed at the time. It's just, that's all you get. But when you actually look at the underground has got that freedom because they don't have to abide by like a label's, rules, or what, like a publicist, like, this is what's popping right now. They don't have to abide by that. So it's just pure creativity. And I don't think that's what you want to invest in as a fan.
Yep. I don't think the problem's ever been that there's like not enough good hip hop out there. It's just that the bullshit kind of floats to the top.
Yeah. Because that's what the money's being pushed towards. I mean, the money's being pushed towards that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, if rap wants to be the top genre, how do we turn it into rock and roll? How do we turn it into pop? Because that's the shit that they control.
Majority of like the masses, you know what I'm saying? The masses of fans that tap to the mainstream shit, they're not accustomed to searching or finding music.
They want to just brought to them. They want to deliver.
Yeah, it's being spoon fed,
shoved down their throat. Because if you just like a, you know what I'm saying, a connoisseur of hip hop and just let it come to you, it would just be certain type of sounds would just be shoved down your throat all day. Like all day you're in a constant party. You understand? So it's like those type of fans who are the ones dictating what the label may want the artist that they're signed to make. It's like they're not even accustomed to looking for new music or just trying to find the artist. Like they'll you understand what I'm saying? They're not listening to shit unless it has such and such name against it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It doesn't matter if it's dope or not. They're only accustomed. It's like it's only dope when someone who they think is dope tells them that it's dope.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you can tell like this is the generation of people that don't even do their own grocery shopping, and you know what I'm saying, they don't know how to check fruits. They don't know how to tell if a fruit's ripe or not because they're not looking for the shit themselves. They expect everything to just be hand fed to them, and like with music, that's crazy because it's like there's so much music. Like the internet changed the world, so it's like there's so much like shit out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like that shit shouldn't be drowned out because of fucking Pitchfork only wants to review, the top selling shit, like anything that's on Billboard. You know what I'm saying? Like there's garbage.
On this shit, cosigns. The cosigns is what the fans run to. It's like this artist could be. It's like funny. It's like since this Gazelle and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like fans hit me up like, oh man, I'm so mad. Like I've seen your name so many times. I never listened to your shit, but now I hear your shit. I'm like, why not listen? It's like because someone that you like has to tell you that this is dope for you to listen to, or you see it all the time. It's like they program, but
Yeah.
can't help it.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the game. It's part of the game, you know?
It's just like when just like when Biggie and them was out and everybody's listening to Juicy, who was loving that at that time. Those type of fans who was gravitating to that and found out about Biggie through that. They didn't even know who Big L was. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of fans didn't even know who he was until after he died, because then everyone blew it up and was like, "Oh, who's this guy?"
Yeah.
But it's like he was there. You just had to find him.
Yeah, you just had to find him.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like a lot. That's another thing too. Like there's still people who still don't fully know about Big L, and it's like, bro, if you consider yourself a fan of punchlines, like aggressive punchlines, you have to thank that man. Like that man changed punchlines. Like his punchlines still hold weight. You know, his punchlines still hold weight. Like it's not like it's just like they're dated. Like no, them shits can still go bang for bang with like some of your favorite punchliners, bro. Like it's insane. Like I still bump Lifestyles and I'm like my face, I'm like, ugh, I hear shit and I'm like, bro, I knew that was like, I've know this song by heart and it still hurts. It's like, yo, this shit's crazy.
Type of shit that I want. That's the type of like feel that I want to have with my shit. Like,
Hey, I tell you, man, you on this end, bro, like. And I'm
So
an
far,
artist
so
too.
good.
I listen to a lot of my own music, so it's very like I'm very, you know, certain artists to break into like my personal playlist. It's almost rare, and it's like like I said, those three dudes I named, you, Napoleon, and Riggs are like front and center. Like I got y'all right there. Like even your project right after fucking Street Pharmacy, that project you did with Future Wave. Oh my god. Oh my.
I think
god.
I reviewed that one.
Yeah. Oh my god, that project is disgusting. Like there's so many quotables, and I'm just like, bro, this shit is like pinned in the back of my. Like I know that project, bunch of lines off that project. Like I know like my favorite like Nas projects and shit like that. I'm like, yo, that project's got lines, bro. Like,
you know what's crazy is that's what I say. I'm my own worst critic. Because even when I was making that, like I knew it was dope, but I'm like, shit, man. Like people think this is dope. Like I had half a doubt in my mind that what ain't as good as the last one. And people like, oh, shit, it's fucking crazy.
That project's that's crazy to even think, but I get it. But like that project is crazy. Like imagine thinking that project was like.
I didn't think it was try. I know it was crazy, but I'm like, damn, maybe it needed one more song. Maybe I could have changed this. I'm like, people was like, yo, that shit fucking stupid.
That shit is crazy.
Like, I'm such a perfectionist. Like, I'm a over perfectionist, but then like, it's easy. It comes easy at times. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, when you find yourself in that bag, it's like, yeah, you can't help but you stay in it. You're like, nah, I'm gonna ride this bag out for a minute.
Execute with precision.
Spinning with rhymes. It's like I'll say some fire shit and then record it and hear it back and be like, yeah, I could have said some ill shit. Only because I hear it and I'm saying it back and then I'm flipping it again like, oh shit.
Yeah, yo, that shit is, hey man, that's very real. That's like how like battle rappers do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They fucking gotta make it the most complex until it's worn out. Like this is the most complex way I'm gonna flip some aggressive shit, and this is it.
It's still an art to making songs though.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because even certain people like, oh Rom, you should battle. I'm like, nah, I wouldn't battle because it's a
whole different monster.
We'll get into that. I used to battle like in the beginning, like when I was young and shit, teenager and shit.
Now it's Broadway. Battle rap now is the Broadway of hip hop. Like it's hard work, it's a lot of acting, it's a lot of performance and bars.
It's like, but once you jump into
More
that,
like pro wrestling, but you know.
Once you jump into that bag completely, it's like making songs is a whole different finesse. It's a whole different fundamental.
Yeah.
That's why they say a lot of battle rappers can't make songs, because it's like you have to have a different approach to it.
Yeah.
You get to
And,
make
and it's a mindset too. Like people don't realize, if you expect a battle rapper to work on an album, you can't expect him to battle while doing that, because that album is not going to be cohesive. Like
that's two different disciplines.
Yeah, so his mind's gonna be like, I'm gonna kill one person, and then like you want him to make a club track or a woke track. Like no, it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? His mind's not gonna switch in and out that easily.
Just spitting raps over dope beats is different than actually like
making a song. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that's like, even to go back on what you said with the underground shit, it's like there's two different like mindsets in the underground shit when it comes to like groups of artists making music. Like some artists are underground and they make shit to go even deeper underground.
Yeah.
Shit to like,
Yeah.
even if they stay underground, it's something that a mainstream fan will fuck with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, all right, let me make this shit. Yeah, the underground gonna love it, but it's still gonna have a swing to it where someone who like Drake can hear this shit and be like, yo, this shit's tough.
Yeah.
You get someone who made like fucking Gucci Mane to listen to it and can appreciate it and be like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes when certain things is too underground, it's like it don't hit the person ear that like the mainstream. So it's like with me when I make shit, yeah, I make shit that underground fans love and still have that sensibility. But then with albums, I try like Noise Candy 4 was like a balance. Like I wanted to make something that like a person who listens to mainstream rap all day can hear and be like, yo, this shit is crap.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not just a super duper duper underground album.
Yeah.
Like, right,
and we all know what that sound is. As hard as it is to define, we all know when we hear something like, oh, this underground rap. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So I try to be the medium. You know what I'm saying? For people who like underground rap, and then for people who like mainstream rap, but it has bars, but it's still easy on the ear.
Yeah.
It's not them clangy beats that's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of the underground beats are just like clangy shit. It
just have those violent loops.
Violent loops.
Violent loops, yeah.
It's just violent. You know what I mean? Or may not even have a drum, but it's like certain fans who like mainstream more formatted shit, they may not gravitate to that.
Yeah. Because like the mainstream, if you think about it, it's very pop. And pop is very based on like changes and like subtle changes, but nothing ever really sounds the same. Like whether it's like, oh, during first verse, we're going to take out the drums. Second half, we're going to add a guitar. Third half, we're going to do something completely different. It's always changing. But like when you do underground stuff, it's like, we're going to loop this 16 times. We're going to loop these 8 bars 16 times. And this is what you get. Like rap over this, you know what I'm saying? And work with it. So it's a different, but like that's dope. Like to keep that, because like at the end of the day too, like I mean, this is you working too. Like on top of it being something you love, you working too. So I think that one of the hardest things that a lot of artists, especially people we review, is no matter what kind of game, like a part of the game you're trying to break into or demographic and stuff, a lot of them don't realize that you can do these things, you can touch upon these things while still being yourself. And that's where they
keep it real.
Yeah, and that's where that we call them out on it. Like, yo, you sound just like this dude. This shit don't sound authentic. Like, this shit sounds fake.
It's mimicry.
Yeah, and that's the difference, because then that takes away who you are. But like, you know, we bumped the Noise Candy. We're not gonna tell you to review, but because it's not out yet now. But we bumped Noise Candy. I bumped Noise Candy, and I was like, I can hear the things where it's like, oh yeah, this has like a feel of like something that can be played for other ears, but it's still very much Rome Streetz. And that's a hard thing. A lot of young cats, I'm gonna say a lot of young cats don't fully get that. You know what I'm saying? And but that's part of the game. Like you wanna stand out as yourself. At minimum, you want to stand out as yourself.
Student of the game, like for real, like a hardcore student of the game. Like I've been listening to rap, and like before I even started making my own music, coming up, I understood, like, okay, let's say I heard a song when I was 6 years old. Like, oh, somebody, or I even had a tape, and I just played a song. And it'd be like, you know what, I like this song. I always remember since 6 years old, I like this particular song on the album. And as I grew older, I'm like, yo, even when I'm older, this is my favorite song. And now that I literally understand the lyrics, it's not just the sound of it, I get it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like when I make music, I do it for that also. Like I make sure that you know what I'm saying? Like the first time I heard Illmatic, I was a kid. Like I heard that shit when it first came out.
And it was fire.
Yeah, like it was my tape. And I remember it was like, I was, you know, like back in the day in New York, when like they used to have the bootleg, niggas who sell the bootleg, used to have tape.
Running to the barbershops and shit. Or if you go to Jamaica Avenue, they had them shit set on the floor.
Hell yeah. So like I remember my mom was like, yeah, she bought me some tapes, and I remember I got Ready to Die and fucking Illmatic. Only because like they had kids on the album cover. And I was a kid. So it was like, okay. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I remember that was like, I remember a Cross and all that shit. So I was into the kid rappers. You know what I'm saying? But then when I played the tape, I'm like, oh shit. And I didn't even really know what it was at the time. Like I knew it was Nas or whatever, but I was a kid.
Yeah.
But then as I grew older, I'm like, yo, this is the shit. This is
Yup.
the shit. I was like, all right, I understood what made dope albums because I used to like all the dope albums, even though I didn't understand what the fuck they was talking about. Like I was a Wu-Tang fan and I didn't understand all that shit.
Yep,
I
but you
knew-
just knew something about 36 that just sounded fire. Now you get older, you listen, you're like,
Music, I
I
understand
knew it.
the sonics and the sensibilities behind making albums and just how it resonates with a fan. So it's
Yeah.
like picking how I'm
Yeah.
rapping. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I
It's-
study
yeah.
all this shit.
and those
Like-
albums too, like growing up hearing those at a young age, they, as much as we didn't even realize, they felt like what we were growing up in. They felt like where you were from. You know what I'm saying? Like they felt like you hear those things, and I hear anything from 36 Chambers and I just see the block parties. I see, you know, my uncles, everyone working out in the basement. Like I see all of that. Like that shit brings me right back there, and it's like you feel that. You know what I'm saying? You feel that shit.
Like, I definitely want to capture all that with my music as far as just the times. You know what I'm saying? The times that we going in. Even if I talk about every single thing that's probably going on currently, like I know, like I have a lot of bars that like you probably won't get, even if you heard it. It'll sound dope, but it's like it needs an explanation behind it because they just some shit that I know.
Yeah, it was on your mind. You had to get it out.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I have a lot of shit like that because even so, like, as a listener, I used to like Jay-Z. That's why he's one of my favorites because he used to say shit and I'm like, I hear it. It'd be like such a blatant line.
And you don't
Like,
get
even
it.
as a kid, and then like years later, I'd be like, oh, that's what the fuck he said. Wow, like, you get what I'm saying? So I always want to incorporate all that shit when I
Yeah.
make music. Put it, you know what I mean? When I put out music.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like with the whole like dumb it down or like the easy culture, it's like then there's no fun for the fans. You know what I'm saying? Because like I liked when growing up, I liked when I would listen to something and then I get to pop open the book and then I'd read it and then learn something and then I'd watch an interview or some shit of like someone I idolize and then I
Yep.
learn more and I'm like, yo, full circle. Like as a fan, I was super satisfied. And
People
like,
reading the lyrics is something that doesn't happen anymore.
yeah, but because they're simple. Like you can listen to stuff that's on the radio now and immediately get it. And it's like
Yep.
there's no fun in it. Back in the day, you listen to a song a bunch of times until you memorize it. You still don't know what's being said until you finally
Yep.
one day it clicked.
And then you
feel
find the
like,
lyrics.
Yeah,
Yep.
you feel like they just blew your mind. Like they just hit you with some sorcery, bro. That's just crazy. But that's why even now, like even as I write, like I've always sprinkled in things that I'm like, all right, this is for me to know, just in case someone asks. Because hey, man, I want to get a nice little fan base, and then I want to explain my thought process.
That's the thought process behind a lot of my lyrics. It's just like, you know, and even so, like my friends used to be like, even before I was even like putting music out and shit, I just used to rap and just, you know what I mean, record my own songs, whatever. Friends like, yo, you should dumb it down. Why you think like you should rap?
Hey,
So-
Lupe made a song about that.
I was just about to say, Lupe taught me to never dumb it down. Lupe says everything's so simple, but when you look up the layers of it, it's like mind blowing, bro. And like that shit is like, that's lyricism.
I used to be like, yo, nah, because at the end of the day, that leaves me to have fucking things to talk about in interviews.
Yeah.
So whenever- what I meant by that, then I can say it.
Yep.
If I don't put it in a coded way, it's like, you get it.
Yeah.
Like,
You're not trying to spoon feed people.
I
Or
was never a fan of simple ass rap. So as a rapper, I only do what I'm a fan of.
yeah, exactly.
If I like this shit, then it's fire.
Yep. It's like fuck with the mainstream things.
I don't like a lot of. I hate more shit than I like with rap.
Same.
Honestly, like,
That's a whole mood.
That's us. That's us in a nutshell.
trust me, like I'm a hard ass critic, bro.
But then,
Yeah.
I mean, but that's how it should be. Like, I mean, it's also like, yo, why am I gonna give money to someone who's rapping to me like I'm fucking stupid? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
Entertain me. These motherfuckers be forgetting that it's entertainment. Like, it's still entertainment at the same time. Even if you're like spitting, like even on an underground level, even when you're like doing your thing and kicking the shit and talking about the shit you talk about, you still have to realize and look at yourself like an entertainer.
Yep.
So you always have to make sure that your shit is entertaining, not just, oh yeah, I'm spitting. Like, you have to check yourself and look in the mirror sometimes. I feel like motherfuckers rap over beats and be like, all right, cool, it sounds good to me, I'm gonna throw it out. It's like,
good enough.
Yep.
You gotta let it marinate for a while. Like, one thing, like, I knew I was on the right track when I heard a Nipsey Hussle interview, and he was like, yeah, with my album, like, I did shit. I listened to it every day, doing everyday shit, different activities. Because at the end of the day, my music is gonna be played by a lot of people, and they all gonna be doing different shit. Like, can it last? Does it sound good when I'm in the gym? If it doesn't, how can I edit it to make it so smooth?
Exactly.
Gym routine to change the song. You know what I mean? Can I do it? You know what I mean? Does it sound good to smoke to? Can I lay down? You understand what I'm saying?
Can I put it on at a party? Can I put it on in the background at a party?
Can I drive?
With it? Can I drive with it? Yep.
If I'm sleepy, can I put it on and it wakes me up? I'm sleep listening to the shit. You know what I mean? Like,
a lot of people don't put that time.
Yeah, but
or that thought.
I do.
They don't even think about it.
Even with the track listing, I have like my own little formula to put that shit together. I ain't gonna say it because motherfuckers jack a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Jackers out there.
Hey, listen, bro. Hey, if you don't even tell them there's a secret formula, they won't ask.
Yeah, right. You try to figure it out. Yeah, you know what I mean, I'm gonna tell you something that's funny too. Like, there's a lot of niggas that be biting my shit in the underground.
I can imagine.
I mean, I ain't gonna say niggas' names or whatever, but you know, it's a lot of them, man. It's a lot of them motherfuckers.
I can imagine.
But like, I seen some shit, and I heard some shit that was like a lot like my one time. Like, I'm chilling with my homie in the crib, and then like, you know what I mean? I heard some shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, these niggas be biting, son.
That's like
all you gotta
the first time Future heard Designer. Wait, that's not me?
Yo, listen, that's the shit that made me make Noise Candy 4. That's why I'm saying certain shit.
Anytime that happens, send it our way. We will say it for you. Send it to us. All right, we will say it for you. We will call them out. We be like, nah, we heard this. This on us.
Like, oh, we didn't know Rome had sons.
Yo, facts. Oh, we do that shit in our reviews. We'll call people out. We'll be like, oh, this is such and such son and shit like that. I mean, sometimes there's like a line between paying homage and fully biting, though. Then there's a lot. It's hard to notice that too.
And the thing is, people send it to me.
Tell them to send it to not your Manz. Tell them to send it to us.
Yo, I'm just going around searching shit. Motherfuckers are posting, yo, bro, look at this. What this look like? I'm like, yo,
who's this sound like?
Yeah, but then people be trying to post, you copy some shit. Like, I be trying to copy up Griselda. That's why I'm like, yo, y'all niggas gonna be sick when y'all see me on the track list. Like, you don't even know what's going on. Like, so it's like it's a lot of funny shit, but that's just like that's what made me make the Noise Candy 4. Like, niggas was buying this shit.
Yeah, we need to.
It's funny. It just flicked the switch. Like, oh word, I seen that shit and I just started just coming up with shit. And I'm like, all right, Noise Candy 4, fuck it, let's go. I was in the mode and I just made that shit. Like, I only had like one song in the stash before. You know what I'm saying? Like the Higher Self track, that was supposed to be on Noise Candy 3. You understand? But it didn't make it for some reason. You know what I'm saying? It didn't get finished in time. It was someone else was supposed to be on the shit and they didn't get on it. And I'm like, damn,
which is crazy. What's wrong with people?
I'm like, I can't do another verse. Like, what the fuck am I gonna say after that shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm not.
Sometimes that's just it.
Send to me to spit again. So I'm like, all right, let me try to find somebody to get on. But that was like the only song that I had from before. And then I just started cooking. I could say like, I made that Noise Candy 4 probably like a week and a half. You know what I mean? Like, because that was around the time when I just got like the recording equipment in my crib. So I was energized. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I can record in the crib now. I can wake up, just go right to the mic. Like I could dream about bars, wake up, spit that shit right in the mic.
That production efficiency goes way up.
Yeah.
It
That's
did.
crazy.
I made so much shit. I made a whole nother album at the same time I was making Noise Candy 4.
Yeah, man. Which is scary because Noise Candy 4 has some shit on there. Like fucking that one track, the second track, Prophet
I'm gonna push it, yeah.
Yo. That track's fucked up. I'm like, yes. I'm like, this is what I'm talking. That track, oh man.
Funny how that came about. I was watching the movie Taxi Driver.
Classic.
And then like the intro came on. I'm like, this shit is hard. Like, somebody samples this shit?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. I'm like, yo, I put a post.
That's a beautiful thing when it happens that way.
Yeah. I put a post on Twitter. I'm like, yo, if somebody sample that beat, I'm a wreck it. Somebody sample the Taxi Driver intro, I'm gonna wreck that shit right now. People say, oh, word? All right.
Be right back.
Yeah, man, yeah, for real. It's like that. I just started getting emails like, but I didn't tell them apart. I'm like, it's a specific part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And someone
So,
got
like,
it.
Yeah, I had got like mad different ones of them. I'm like, nah, that's not it. That's not it. And then like after a while, I just left it alone. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I left it alone, whatever. Went about my day, went about my business. And I was just like, all right. One day I'm like, looking through my shit, like, let me find some beats. Let me see what's in my inbox.
Yeah.
I found that shit. I'm like, oh shit.
He did it.
Yep.
Fucking stupid. It's like, oh shit. I'm
Yo.
like, all right, bet.
That shit is
Yeah,
fire, though. That song, the beat, everything. I'm like, yo, this song is fucking fire. That's been my jump rope track. Go outside and get angry.
I'm listening to this shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I gonna say to this? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn, what am I gonna say? So I'm like, okay, from the Taxi Driver movie, but I gotta incorporate something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, let me just literally just say what I'm literally doing right now. You understand what I'm saying? And then it just spins off like that. You know what I mean? And then like I would say like I probably had like the first 5 bars. You know what I mean? And I left it alone after that. And then I did a show. You know what I'm saying? I did a show in the link. I can't remember who I performed with. But it was a dope ass show, whatever. And then right after I got on, like one of my friends was like, yo, you wanna go to the studio? I'm like, all right, bet. So then we went. I'm like, yo, this studio's dope as shit. Like, I was like, all right. I didn't really have nothing to do, really. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I like to go with a plan. And at the time, I'm like, yo, I recorded my crib, bro. Like, I'm not even going to the studio, but everybody's like, yo, let's go. So I'm like, man. So we chilling there. I'm like, yo, what I'm going to record? I'm like, oh, yeah, I got a beat. And normally, I don't, like, at that time, like, I was doing it, but as a normal, I don't normally, like, write my shit in the studio. But then it's, okay, I'm racing against time. If I'm in the studio, how long... I don't like to put so much.
It's only good to do that when it's like, if you're in there, when you see someone who's like a formidable writer and you see them doing it and you're like, I bet if we actually writing, like, let's go. And then it's like a competition thing. But if you just in there wasting studio time, I get that.
Right? Like while I'm out doing shit. Like a lot of times, like if I'm just outside in the world, going by my normal day, that's when like I write. I like to write.
Or this shit just comes to you?
It comes to me like in motion while I'm roaming the streets, like literally. That's when all the thoughts come. You know what I'm saying? So
is that how the name happened? Nah,
the name. I'm gonna tell you, the name came from it's a spin on my real name, Rome. You know what I'm saying? But then like as a kid, I'm the type of person that always liked to go places. You get what I'm saying? I was always on the move. Like I'd get on my bike and just go, like ride my bike in a direction that I've never been and just ride till I just can't ride no more. And then, oh shit, I go there and just somehow just make friends with people and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm over here chilling with people now. I'm over here. You know what I mean? And then I be chilling with, you know what I mean? I have a group of friends over here and then I have a group of friends over here and then all my friends be like, yo, you know everybody. So I've always like been like that since a kid. Okay. So then like my friend one day was like, yo, you need like a dope name. Like dope rap names are normally like a first and a last name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, two syllables. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are the dopest names most times. Like, Drake is one syllable. It's not too many rappers with a one syllable name. They know like dun, dun. So then one day he was just like, yo, he was on the train. He was like, yo, Rome Streetz. That should be your fucking name.
Well, that's it.
I thought he said streak, like streaks, like
like running butt ass naked in the street.
Yeah, I'm like, Rome Streetz? Like what? He was like, nigga, Rome Streetz. I'm like, whatever. It didn't really resonate. It just flew by me. And then like later on in the day, I'm in the crib, and then I'm like, Rome Streetz. Oh, shit! I'm like, yo, that's the illest shit ever. Son. Like, and it has been like that ever since.
It just hit after a while.
It took a little bit.
The Prophet and the Pusher story. Basically, I just made that song up like right there on the spot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then the Prophet and the Pusher is like, it comes from like, my friend name is like Prophet. Like his Instagram name is like Prophet for Profit. You get what I'm saying? But he's like locked up and shit. And like niggas like, he's the person like, yo, he's the Prophet. And then anybody go, you the Pusher. And I always had like a skit. Like my friend who named me had that skit. The skit at the end of that song. Like I've had that skit for years. Like years. Like I've been supposed to use that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And I just never had no reason. It just didn't fit on anything. Yeah. And that day, it's like, oh, that shit just came together. Like, so that's when I was like, yo, Prophet and the Pusher. I was locked in the cell doing pushers. Now they paid Prophet to the Pusher. Locked the Prophet and they made the Pusher. It was like, it's just a play on a lot of shit. Play on the skit, but then it makes sense in my real life. Like, you know, but I made that song up on the spot, and I was like really, really impressed with that shit. Like, I'm like, yo, that shit's hard. You know what I mean?
When you just stand back and look at something you did, like,
I'm looking like, yo, that shit. Sometimes I really get that. Like, I listen to my shit, like, yo, I'm really dope. Like, I'm nice.
Yeah. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you gotta sit back and be like, yo,
damn, I did that.
That song was one of those moments.
That song is heat, bro. That's what I sat back. I'm like, this song is nice.
Another thing that was happening with Noise Candy 4, why it made like that, because like it was a situation going on like behind the scenes musically. Like I was supposed to like get into a big situation like with some music. You get what I'm saying? So I was hyped with that. Like it didn't work out at the point in time, you know what I'm saying? Not saying it won't work out later, but at, like the timing of it wasn't right, but I was like in the mix of it. You get what I'm saying? Like going to meetings and in certain offices. Like, my whole mindset behind Noise Candy 4 was like, okay, this might be like the tape where it's gonna be like the first look. Like if this does happen, this to hit him with. Like you get what I'm saying? Like for the first time listening to Rome Streetz, like, this is some shit. This is like, yo, all the shit I did before is like a warm up. This would be like the debut to the world. So it's like I kind of had that in mind too. Like while I was making it, that's why I said certain shit on certain songs. You know what I'm saying? If you pick it up, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the mindset. That's why I made it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's dope. Hey man, even if that, you know, that this is still something that they'll catch. You know, if they didn't catch it now, people will catch it later. Yeah, man, this shit is cold. We got that review lined up. I was gonna drop it this week, but yeah, like the project's dope. Like I fuck with it. I've been streaming it. But yeah, I have you as one of those. You got whenever you and like a couple of artists drop shit, I'm like, I have to immediately. And then I hit the guys up in the chat. Like we got the Not Your Man shit. I'm like, all right, who's taking this one? And we always try to give it to like new people to review because we already know. Like I know what I'm expecting.
Yeah, we're fans. So
at this point, it's like certain artists. I'm like, we just can't interview. We can't review anymore because it's like we're fans.
What do you want?
We're fans. So we want to still keep it like. It's not even saying like it's the bias or not. We just know what we're gonna get. Like certain artists just don't slack. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, we gotta give this to a new ear and see how they see it. And it just doesn't let down. Like when we see the reviews come in, we're like, yeah, we figured.
We need to do like a Not Your Man's Hall of Fame with like everybody who's gotten the most green checks back to back.
It's gonna it's gonna be Napoleon and Rome. If like Napoleon's gonna be up there just off of the fact that he dropped 10 albums in 1 year and then he dropped like 7 in the year after. So he's gonna have a all with quality. And but you're under, like you're right there because you dropped a lot of stuff too in the last 2 years. So it's like,
yeah, so like just like with the music, like. It's like exciting to me. Like even when I make albums, like when I get in the mode of making an album, like right now, I'm not gonna say I'm in album mode. Like I mean,
after Noise Candy 4, no, you're not.
Yeah, like I'm cooking because I got a lot of music. You get to like I got a ton of music already. So like I'm chilling. Like I kind of wanna, I mean, slow down. Not slow down, but like I don't need to like rush.
Just vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm vibing. Like I want to make like my next album that I'm gonna create. It's gonna happen like more organic, like I mean.
Yeah.
But I would say like the more shit that happens, it's like within my career, like it excites me to make more music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a level of excitement. You know what I'm saying? Like I was already excited for like the shit that I was gonna drop after Noise Candy 4, just like while I was making it and just all the different shit that was coming.
Yeah.
But it's like ever since this West Side Gun shit. It's like now it's a different level of excitement because I'm telling you, literally, it came out of nowhere. It wasn't like something that I knew was going to happen for mad long.
We were shocked.
No, it was blindsided us.
What?
Like, trust me, it's more dope shit lined up that's going to come. That's already been in the works. You get what I'm saying? But then like this West Side Gun shit popped up, and it's like now it's a whole spew of new motherfuckers that is looking at me now. So now it's like I'm energized. Like I'm a brand new artist again. Like okay, now that I'm
get that second win,
coaching or even shit I was going to drop next. Now I'm alright. I gotta beat that shit up a little bit more. I gotta add some more little dope.
Because you gotta capitalize right now while the seat is hot. You know, yeah.
Of course, you know my next move gotta be my best move. You know what I'm saying? But I got a lot of. You know what I mean, I play chess with this shit.
Hey, as you should.
Yeah, but it's like trust me, I'm excited for what's to come. Now, because it's like now I'm a brand new artist again. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, we are ready for it.
And it's funny because being an underground artist and like coming up, there's always a new level of being a new artist.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like you could reach a next level and now you're a brand new artist to this whole group of people that are now
you break through to a whole new pocket.
Have plenty different breakthroughs. Like I would say
it's leveling up.
Yeah, Street Pharmacy was my breakthrough to the underground.
Classic.
Like all the fans in the underground shit, like on the Twitter and the Bandcamp, all that shit. And then like I would say Noise Candy 3 was another breakthrough, you understand, with with more fans because I seen how that shit like resonated and what I got the feedback from that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Noise Candy 3 had a real dope marketing shit too. That whole like the whole image of it and all that stuff, all of it looked dope too.
Because like it's all that shit really just like comes from me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not I have like not saying I don't have a group of, you know what I mean, people around me who, you know what I mean, just around, but like when I'm creating my shit, it's not like a group, it's not like a think tank. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I've been doing it on my own for so long that like it's just recently like I have people around me that are just like, yo, I want to help you do this. Even though it's people that I've always known, it's like people are attracted to success. You get what I'm saying? Even though, like
$1,000,000%. Yeah.
But you know, like I'm out there. You get what I'm saying? Like I could be outside and people will stop me on the street like, oh shit. And that shit be bugging me the fuck out. Like, oh, you know me. It's like I put myself out there, like, you know what I'm saying? So, but now it's like all these things, like the imagery and even just the ideas for the poster, the pictures that people, a lot of it is my idea. You know what I'm saying?
That shit looked fire. I remember me and Mark were talking about it when we saw like the vinyl. I'm like, bro, it's just cold.
Hard.
Like that whole, and then you had the best shit I always talk about with these. I'm like, you had the special edition, the gold razors. I was like, fire. That shit was fire.
That's gas, yeah.
The razor just became a thing. Like, yo, I promise you that shit just took a life of its own. Like, I was like, yo, for some reason I was just like, yo, I want to take a picture like that. because it was just the contrast of like the color, like the silver razor with the gold grill.
Yeah.
That would be dope. And then, you know, my boy, my photographer, he was the one who made the blue background cover.
That shit's
like,
nice. Everything popped.
Yeah, because at first that wasn't even going to be the cover. I was making some other shit, and then, you know what I'm saying, I got that back. I'm like, oh, that's fire. Like, yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, that shit popped, bro. That shit popped.
And, like, the razor thing just became something. I was like, oh, okay, all right, I get it. Because even so, like, it all comes organically. Like, sometimes, like, me and my homie, we'll sit back and play, and like, he'd be like, yo, you need a thing. Like, you need, like, every rapper kind of has a thing that you can, even if
Benny
it's
signed scales.
Yeah, like, exactly, like, even if it's an item or, you understand what I'm saying? It's a, and at first I used to be thinking, like, what the fuck is it gonna be? Like, you and it's like cramming, and it's like, you know what? I ain't gonna force it. It's gonna come. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just force it and do some cheesy shit, trial and error, and like, oh, I tried this. I look stupid at that. It's like, ah, fucked up. You don't get too many times where you can look stupid in the fucking public. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
You know?
That shit'll fuck up a lot of, like, real old school heads, too. Like, yo, what is this?
What are you doing?
You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, every rapper needs their Nelly Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Or the Jada Kiss fucking paper towels bandana. That shit was wild.
Facts.
Man, it was cool. Not like people was doing it, but it was a cool thing. Yeah, it wasn't like the diaper. You know what I mean? Like, he has to transform that whole diaper thing to a whole new song. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess it worked. But what I was saying is, like, the razor thing just came organically. You understand what I'm saying?
Fire.
So a lot of the way I move with my shit is really organic. Like, from the features, like, from, like, people who I put on my albums, like, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's all organic. Like, I got some dope ass shit that's coming out. Like, I can't really tell y'all, but it's more. Like, trust me, it's more.
We ready for it. I mean, we follow, man. I don't follow a lot of artists, you know, but, like, anytime something of yours drops, I'm on it. I'm like, yeah, I send it to the guys, like, yo, we got another one. We got another one.
I can say a lot of the tracks that people want to hear. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I just, you know what I mean? It just gotta wait, man.
Hey, we ready for it, man. I mean, because it's not like you putting out stuff at a dope, consistent rate. So it's not like we don't have stuff to wait with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people aren't starving.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, real shit.
More people.
Yeah, man. But oh yeah, I wanted to ask one thing too. I know you was mentioning like how you you know, you got like your layers and you got your lyrics and stuff where you got meanings and stuff people don't know about. You ever fuck with Genius.com?
Yeah,
Genius got a lot of shit on there.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got some shit to say right now since you mentioned it. So, right, ever since this West Side Gun verse came, right, someone like or you know, like you get those fans, people writing lyrics and shit, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They fucked up your line.
Right? Yeah, they fucking wrote the lyrics out, right? And it's the wrong shit. Like I seen it one person wrote the wrong lyric, right? And then like he wrote most of it, but he fucked up on like just the one part, and I didn't see the rest of it. And I liked it. I corrected him, but then I repeated it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then it pops up on fucking Gene. Like, then I see it on Facebook, and I'm like, nah, that's wrong. I read the shit, the whole shit. I'm like, nah, that's wrong. I corrected it again. And I corrected all the wrong parts. I'm like, all right, it's just on social media. Then somebody was like, sent it on Genius. I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers got the whole. I'm like, come on, man. Like, why won't you ask me what the fuck this shit is?
Yeah, ask me to submit a written version.
Yeah, like, and then as the day go by, somebody posted shit on motherfucking Apple. You know, like on Instagram where you could post the song and the lyrics pop up.
Oh, yeah.
And let me say this, right? All my albums, I've been trying to get my shit on there this whole fucking time. All my albums, I've been trying to get the lyrics on iTunes, all that shit.
It's a pain in the ass. It's hard, yo. You gotta like email them. They got that new app where people can do it on the Instagram where it reads it. It's the Music Match app, but like that's new too.
That's what I'm talking about. So now I see the motherfucking shit on Apple, and it's the wrong fucking lyrics. The same wrong lyrics that the nigga posted on the social media. I'm like, bro, who the fuck is putting this shit up? Like, when are they gonna come ask me about this shit?
That's the thing that's weird. It's like for those, they should be just as locked down as like a Spotify artist or the iTunes artist accounts. Like where it's like for lyrics, it should be within the same thing. It shouldn't be open forum. Like Genius shouldn't be fucking with the Wikipedia of lyrics. Like motherfuckers should have to put their own lyrics.
So now I'm doing my investigation because at first I went on Genius before. I seen like they got my songs up there, but there's no lyrics. So I'm like, yo, how do I get my shit up there? So now I ain't go back for a while. So now this Westside Gun shit popped up. I see my shit on there. It's wrong. So now I'm scrolling through like, what else this motherfucker got up there? They got a bunch of shit and it's all wrong. I'm like, yo, who the fuck work? I'm like, yo, how the fuck do I find these niggas? I go on this shit to Genius shit contact. I'm like, I wrote these niggas the whole long. I'm like, yo, son, y'all gotta holler at me. Like, I'm Rome Streetz. Like,
It's me.
That's part of the level up.
it's not right. Like,
that's the word.
Like, so I'm hitting people up. I'm talking to my team, like talking to the managers, talking to all of the PRs. I'm like, yo, son, y'all niggas gotta fix this shit, bro.
ASAP.
Because at the end of the day, and my gripe is this, right? You go on Genius and you see they'll have the motherfuckers at Genius.
Yep.
Giving interviews about the most simplest fucking lyrics. Like, these lyrics are not some shit that I gotta fucking drive an hour to your office to explain on camera. But at the end of the day, the lyrics that need to get explained, y'all don't even ask the artist and you post them and they're not even right. The most complex lyrics that deserve the fucking interview,
Yo,
posted wrong.
maybe we need to start doing our own lyric thing on Not Your Man, Johnny.
Yo, facts. No, but if we do anything lyric wise, we're gonna do it with Rap Seminar because I fucking fuck with Rap Seminar.
Bro.
It's like, it needs to be done because, yo, I see fans on fucking Twitter, they'll be like, you know how motherfuckers try to sound so like elitist over people who don't know. Like, yeah, he was talking about this and write a whole fucking paragraph about a lyric and it don't even be what the motherfuckers talking about. And I'm reading my lyrics and I'm like, yo, how the fuck could you think I said it? It doesn't even make sense. Like,
this shit is funny to me, yo. It's wild, bro.
Like, if it doesn't make sense, I'm not gonna fucking spit it.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense. Because you can say listen, you can as a writer, you can say the flyest shit that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's all about how you deliver it.
The most attractive sounding word pairings don't make sense at all.
Yep.
So when you're a motherfucker who writes lyrics that are trying to make sense, you're really big on motherfuckers interpreting your lyrics.
Yeah, you wait for people to tear it apart and like correct them.
If you're gonna tear my shit apart, make it make sense. Don't butcher it because you put it in the audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm the Snoopy ass rapper that's going through your post trying to correct you. Like, no, I said this. Like, bro.
I just imagine there's some dude at Genius just like with his ear to a phone speaker typing lyrics.
And
so the thing with Genius, anyone can do it. I can go on there and update songs if they're not updated.
Is that all right? People get lyrics wrong, right?
Yeah.
Now Genius, the part on my lyric, like the Westside Gun, the verse shit, that's the part they got wrong. And that's the part that got the long ass explanation and people's quoting it. I'm like, yo, bro. That's like everybody think, that's the lyric. They made a whole like, you know how on Genius they put the picture of the rapper and they put the bar and they highlight it
and they try to explain it, all that shit.
Like, yo, half a gram for a Virgil, have a blast, lift your face off. I'm like, I didn't say lift. I said sniff your face off. Like, it makes sense saying sniff. I'm talking about half a gram.
Yeah. Sniff
your face off, not lift. Where did I say lift?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that's the biggest bar of the whole shit.
Yeah, bro. And they fuck it up.
It is what it is. You know, I'm appreciative of it because like
it shows you hit another level.
Yeah, before all this shit, I was Like, how do I get my shit on Genius? So now it's like people are writing my own shit out and then putting it on there themselves. It's like, okay, I'm a somebody now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's a level up. It's part of it. It's a level up.
Appreciate that shit. You get what I'm saying? So
I'm glad I asked.
Rub it on rhythm, you know what I'm saying? Rub it on your skin like lotion. That's what man, so.
Oh man, but yeah, I knew I was like, all right, let me ask that because we don't like to keep you too long. We like to keep it at like an hour. So I was like, let me make this the last question because I was like, I know he got something to say about it.
Oh shit.
I got a lot of shit to say. I do.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, we not gonna hold you up too much. Yo, again, yo, I truly appreciate you coming and chopping it up with us, man. I'll let you know when this drops. Probably not gonna be this week. I think next week we're gonna drop it on Wednesday. And yeah, man, you know the deal. We appreciate it truly, man.
I appreciate y'all just taking the time to even fuck with it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I love your reviews, man, because I like real journalism, man, because I read and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we journalists?
Put it like this, right? Put it like this. As a fan coming up, I like reading about rap was in a double XL, all that shit. And it was real articles. It was real things. Like when they was talking about a song or album, they really went in depth.
Yeah.
And like now the magazines, that shit ain't popping no more.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So now when I see motherfuckers do reviews, like for instance, I read a review and they did song for song, but they're like, oh yeah, my reality. Oh yeah, Rome Streetz talks about his reality.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, favorite.
Yep.
Rome Streetz and Bob Rock rap about their favorite. Like, bro, you might as well have posted the fucking album and say your Rome Streetz dropped a dope album. Check these songs.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly why I started doing it. Because like I used to love real in-depth reviews.
A song about that are shook. Check it out.
Crazy. It's crazy. That's why I was like, yo, when I put together the page, I was like, I want a real thing, but I want it to be relevant to like the kids now because their attention spans are short. So I was like, short and sweet with its criticism, also some jokes, straight to the point, and emojis because kids like emojis.
One thing I wanted to ask you guys, right? That is like, what's the difference between the fire emoji and the fire truck?
So
fire truck is better.
Fire truck is better.
Right.
So yeah. So a fire is like, yo, so the way I picture it, but it's like the fire is like, oh man, I'm in my car is on fire. The fire truck is the block is on fire. You know what I'm saying? It's out of control where we gotta water it down. Yeah. And then Diamond is the best. Diamond is like,
you can't get better.
Diamond is it. Diamond is the track where it's like everyone needs to hear this. I don't care what you listen to this track because it, you know.
And sometimes it'll be like a fire, but not quite a fire truck. So we'll throw other shit in for flavor.
Yeah.
Oh,
but a fire truck is like, like you just burnt the block down. To me, it's like back in the day, like when fucking 50 dropped Get Rich or Die Trying, and niggas was driving up the block blasting it everywhere. Yeah. That's the fire truck. Like everywhere had it. Like it spread like a wildfire. You know what I'm saying? So that's the that's that. But yeah, man. Yo, again, man, we appreciate you chopping it up with us, man. For real, man. Yo, you have a good one, man. Thanks again.
I too, man. Have a good night.
All right, man. Peace.